Right, good afternoon ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to invite you to our official press launch of Manchester Canalsiders. We're the first, not only in the UK, but also the world's first lesbian, gay, bi and transgender rugby league club. You're here today. Thank you. We'd also like to say today, not only are we launching, we're actually making history today. And you're here while we're writing history in the history books of the LGBT community. So thank you to every one of you for coming down and taking your time to come here today. I'd just like to introduce myself. As some of you may know me, I'm Martin Owens. I'm a co-founder of the Manchester Canalsiders. I used to play union up until about 8 or 10 months ago when I broke my ankle. The reason why I enjoy rugby is it's a fantastic sport. But I actually enjoy league, and there's never been an avenue for me to actually enter into a league team from a gay perspective. When I was at school, I came from Liverpool, and it was all football, and I hated football. I even hated athletics, so believe it or not, I actually used to write my own notes at PE. Sorry mum, wherever you are, so I decided for yourself, and you used to bunk off, so I'm going to chip in. So as part of that, the co-founders behind me, I've got my partner, Stan of 14 years, who's also co-founder of the club, and Kenny, who we met through playing rugby union. We all played in the Bingham Cup last year, which is the biggest rugby union cup even, outside of the RFU's World Cup. You might sort of say, you know, why are we doing it? Why are we actually here? Well, we actually went to a game back in 2011, the Sheffield Eagles versus Widnes Vikings, and they were the first mainstream rugby league club to actually come out in a strip tackling homophobia. So they deserve a round of applause, the same as the RFL did. The guys did want to be here today, but unfortunately they are actually playing a game, so we do wish them luck at this stage. So Eagles, bring it home for yourselves. I'd just like to say that the club, our ethos on the club is basically we are going to be one club for all. Now we've had a lot of questions about, is it just about gay people? Is it just about bi people, transgender people? Well, it's an avenue for them to come into the sport, but it's also about being very inclusive. So if a straight person wants to come and play with us, brilliant. We are not going to let anybody not come and play with us, regardless of age, sex, gender. We don't care. Come along, enjoy the sport, get into the sport, and come and join the Canalsiders. So that's why we've set the club up. And this is where we are today. We've had a lot of support. As we went along, we decided to set the club up, and it started, believe it or not, on a night out with the Salford Reds. And we talked about setting up the club, and they've been very supportive. They've actually come along and said, yeah, we'll help you out, coaching, things like that. So the Salford Reds deserve a massive round of applause, and we thank them so far for their support. Also, I'd like to say that the RFL, the Rugby Football League, have been there from the very beginning, since it was an embryo of a baby, really. And the support we've had from them, again, is absolutely fantastic. Without them, again, we wouldn't be here today. We've also had a lot of support out of the community, as well as high-profile support. We've had Gareth Thomas, who's tweeted us and he's sent us messages, Ben Cohen, and a lot of the rugby league clubs, so from the Super League right the way down to Amateur Rugby League, they've actually embraced us and actually said, well done, and they look forward to actually playing games with us, which I think for a sport like this to actually do that, I think that is absolutely fantastic. It shows their commitment to the LGBT community. So as I say, all those clubs deserve a massive round of applause as well. The support we've also had, we've actually had a lot of Facebook and Twittering, which has amazed us. It's actually been overwhelming sometimes, and the comments we get, I mean, at the moment, Facebook, in the space of 3 weeks, we've had nearly 300 people like us. Twitter, we're up to 520 people. So it's brand new, people love it, it's unique, and I think we're going to go from strength to strength from here on in. At this stage, we are actually a brand new club. We've got about eight players at the moment, but we are actually going to be having Learn to Play Rugby. boot camp sessions. So if people have never played before, it's a great way to come down and learn the sport. If you played before and haven't played for years, it's also fantastic as well. So we'd welcome everybody, ask everybody to come down, have a go, you know, whether you're male or female. And our club ethos is going to be one club for all, as I say. We want one male team playing full contact rugby. We also want a female team playing full contact rugby. And for those people that actually think, I enjoy rugby, but it looks a bit rough, you know, we're going to actually have a team called Touch Rugby, where it won't be as rough, and you'll be able to enjoy the sport still, and we want to set that team up as well. So as I say, it's one club for all. So it's whichever, if you like rugby, get down and come and enjoy the game. I'd like to introduce now Sarah Williams from the Rugby Football League, who's been very, well, actually, she's been an absolute star. And not only is Sarah from the RFL, she's actually our club welfare officer. So I'll hand over to Sarah.
Thanks. I just wanted to take this opportunity on behalf of the RFL to say welcome to the Canalsiders joining the family of Rugby League. It's absolutely brilliant to see the first LGBT club that have joined Rugby League. And for us as a governing body, it's kind of a culmination of the last 4 or 5 years where we've been working tirelessly around ensuring that our sport is inclusive of the LGBT community. We've put lots of effort into developing resources and information for clubs. And the whole Tackle It programme is all about the importance of celebrating the diversity that's already in our sport, as well as tackling any kind of prejudice or discrimination that happens. So no matter what, everything happens, Rugby League will be fully supporting the Canalsiders, and I hope to see it go from strength to strength. And who knows, maybe in a couple of years' time we'll actually be celebrating the 3rd or 4th gay Rugby League team as well. So just all the best for the future, and I'm just so delighted that I'm part of that as well.
Thank you, Sarah. I'd like to now introduce Neil Blackburn from the Salford City Reds Foundation. These guys, as we mentioned earlier on, have supported us all the way through and have been absolutely fantastic. Just say a few words about the foundation, and obviously here he comes. By the way, it's his fault on the night out that we actually started this group.
Thanks, Martin. Nothing like preparation. I only found out I was doing this talk about 5 minutes ago, so forgive me if it's not scripted. But like Martin says, we first met on a promotion, Salford City Reds promotion, down on Canal Street in the village. I think the whole concept started from just a conversation that we had there. And it's lovely to see that it's progressed into what is now a fully active club, and they add to the already existing clubs that we have in the local community. Just a little bit about Salford City Reds Foundation. We obviously are a community foundation, and it's not just about coaching of rugby league. We have an active side. We do education. We also do health and social activities. But like I say, we are happy to support the new club. We're looking to do coaches. We've got a development officer in Manchester. I know Andy's spoke with you, and we're happy to offer some coaching, whatever it takes to make sure that it's a thriving club for not just the foreseeable future, but for the next generation as well. And just for everyone that's here, I'm sure you've had a look around our museum, but do have a look around. I hope you enjoy it, and we are proud to welcome you all here today, and we hope you enjoy the game when you go outside, and we look forward to having a great partnership together. Thank you very much, Mark.
I just wanted to invite Lou Englefield up. Lou's from Pride Sports, and she's going to come and have a few words about LGBT sports.
I suppose one of the things I'd like to do is say something quite sobering to start, really, which is that 2 quite significant bits of research came out last year. One from Scotland that surveyed LGBT people's experience of sport, and that found, although it was only in Scotland, that found that 70% of LGBT people had heard homophobia or transphobia in sport, and many of those people have been put off sport because of their experiences of homophobia and transphobia. The second bit of research that came out that was really interesting was some research by the National Union of Students. And basically, their research showed that only about 30% of the students that they surveyed were engaged in any kind of team sport. And of that 30%, almost 40% of those young people in universities, in team sports in the UK, were not out to fellow players, fellow teammates, coaches, administrators of the sport in which they were participating, which I think illustrates the fact that there is still some work to be done in the UK around making sport more LGBT inclusive, and shows that there's a real need still for clubs like the Canalsiders to establish and offer new opportunities in new sports for LGBT people. So Pride Sports, we're delighted that the Canalsiders has launched. We've been working with the RFL. We've also had some contact with Salford City Reds Foundation in the past. It's really brilliant to see the combination of a national governing body, the LGBT community, a local club, all coming together to support such a great initiative. So well done, guys. It's fantastic news.
I'd just like to say today I wouldn't have been able to pull this together if, as we've already said before, if it wasn't for the fact of the Salford City Reds Foundation, Pride Sports and the Rugby Football League. They have supported us from day one. As soon as we mentioned it, they were right up there and they've supported us. Everything we've needed, they've said, yes, we can do that. I don't think there's been anything they said they couldn't really, to be honest. So I'd like to give all three of them a massive round of applause. And finally, when you set up a club like this, you go out to the community, and there have been three companies that have actually come on board with us straight away and supported us. And it's amazing that we've got businesses on board with us. And I'd just like to say to people from Rob Manchester, the Eagle Bar in Manchester, the Wren Bar in Manchester, thank you very much for your support. Some of them are at the back there, so please give them a round of support. They support us from the beginning. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I've had a lot of stick over the last couple of days because I've been stuck to Twitter and I've been on Facebook 24/7. You've probably seen it if you're already on there. You know, if I sneeze, I talk about it. Please follow us on Twitter at Manchester Canalsiders. We'd like to get #MCR Canalsiders trending. So please, if you tweet us, put #MCR Canalsiders and let's show the world that MCR Canalsiders have just arrived and we're here to stay. Also, we're on Facebook. Like us and follow us on Facebook, and again, it's just MCR Canalsiders. All that's left for me to say, and from the guys here and everybody who's come to play today, is go and enjoy the game. Come and watch us run out at half time. We're going to be coming out and having a game of touch rugby. We thank each and every one of you for taking time out to come today, and please do enjoy the game, and let's hope Salford bring a winner home today. Yes. Thank you very much.